Once upon a time in a faraway land, there was a big amusement park full of fun rides, games and attractions. The park was always bustling with families and friends enjoying a day out. As they made their way through the park, the little duckling couldn't contain her excitement. She wanted to go on every ride and see everything the park had to offer. The big white duck, being a responsible mother, kept a close eye on her children, making sure they stayed together and didn't wander off. "Where are you, my little one? Come back to me." The little duckling panicked and ran as fast as she could to find her mother. The other three little ducklings also promised to be more careful and stay close to their mother. The big white duck was relieved to hear her children promise to be more careful. She knew that they were all safe now, and that was all that mattered. She didn't want to upset her or cause any worry. As she ran, she saw her three siblings sitting on a bench with their mother. They were all looking worried and scared. The little duckling ran to her mother and gave her a big hug. "Oh, my little one, I was so worried about you," said the big white duck. "Don't ever run away like that again. You scared me half to death." The little duckling apologized and promised to be more careful in the future. But for a moment of distraction, the little duckling slipped away from the group and found herself alone in the crowd. The big white duck hugged her children close, making sure they were all okay. Then they decided to end their day at the amusement park and head home. The other three little ducklings did the same, and they all fell asleep dreaming of their exciting day at the amusement park. The next day, the whole family of ducks woke up feeling refreshed and ready for a new adventure. They all agreed that it had been the best adventure of their lives. The little duckling learned a valuable lesson about being careful and staying close to her family. And the rest of the ducklings promised to never let their little sister out of their sight. From that day on, the little duckling was a little less cheeky and a lot more careful. But she was still the same adventurous and curious little duckling who loved exploring the world with her family. On the way out, they bought juice and colorful duck-shaped ice cream to celebrate their fun day. One such group was a family of ducks. There was a big white duck and her 4 duckling children, 3 boys and 1 girl. And so she began her exciting adventure. She moved from one ride to another, amazed by everything around her. Instead, she laughed and said, "Wow, I'm in a dream." She continued her journey, meeting new friends and having new experiences until she reached the end of the park. There she discovered a water zone with a big swimming pool. The water sparkled in the sun and tiny turtles were swimming and playing with colorful balls. The little duckling couldn't resist and joined them, laughing and having fun. First, she rode the big Ferris wheel and saw the entire amusement park from above. The view was breathtaking and she felt like she was on top of the world. Then she headed to the animal area where she saw dancing bears, laughing monkeys and a giraffe munching on popcorn. She couldn't help but laugh and join in on the fun. The little duckling had light yellow feathers and big curious eyes. She was a very cheeky and adventurous duckling, always getting into mischief and exploring new things. One sunny afternoon, the family of ducks decided to go to the amusement park for a day of fun and relaxation. At first, she was a little scared, but then she realized that she was in a magical place full of wonder and excitement. She also passed through the haunted house, where magical flying cats appeared. The little duckling wasn't scared at all. She splashed around in the water, chasing the turtles and throwing the balls until suddenly she heard her mother calling her in a worried voice. Then the family of ducks sat down on a nearby bench to catch their breaths. They were all happy to be reunited and safe. As they walked along, the little duckling held her mother's hand tightly, knowing that she had been very naughty and could have gotten hurt if she hadn't been careful. When they finally got home, the little duckling snuggled up to her mother, feeling grateful for her love and care.